You are now tuning in to Lex and RDDC broadcast station, serving up on the double doses for us all.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host, Lex, coming to you straight from the heart, where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. Yeah. Any questions, show requests, or feedback that you may have, you can reach us at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. That's Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com, as well as checking out our blogspot at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com, realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. And also you can check out the links that are going to be there at the end of the blogspot. Wonderful things that we have to our books and so much more, and just updates on any disclaimers, anything else that needs to be said. Should be in the links at the end of the blogspot, or you can always shoot an email over at theyandex.com. And also you can check us out on Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker.com, and more coming. Okay, and I'm not even going to mention the other one. If you didn't hear about it, you'll hear about it later on in 2019 for our hashtag Winter Transformation Challenge, the winner of that challenge. And hopefully we'll get some things lined up with whatever is given to the front. Yes, and anything under the sun, serving up a slice of everyday life is what we're trying to do, gonna do, and we want to do. But let's dive right on in. And I'm excited about this because it needed to be said. It was a click that happened in the recognition of one of the other episodes that we did previously. We're on our way to 100 episodes. It should have been 200 by now, but let's be happy for what we have. So that is, in this segment is going to be hashtag follow, like, subscribe. Yeah, that wasn't a cliche thing I was saying here for you guys to do. You can do that anytime you want, but I encourage you. But this right here, this episode is called hashtag follow, like, subscribe. And that's also episode given and brought to you in sponsorship by GiveMeAllThat.com, where you can find everything you want for the dollars that make sense. Check that out whenever you get a chance to, and we want to give a shout out to them. Yes, but think about that. Hashtag follow, like, subscribe. Now, the currency of that understanding, and I can try to break it down matrix style a little bit, but I'm going to try to get to the nuts and bolts of what clicked in my head at that moment, of how we do things. Now, follow, when you go to a social media or you go somewhere, hey, follow me to check out more updates. Like, to show that you're referencing that you like what I put out already. Subscribe so you can continue to get more and more of what I got to give. Right? Pretty much. And there's nothing wrong with that. I do that to a lot of people. Follow, like, subscribe. And a lot of people do it back to me. But what are we following in our lives? You know I was going to get to it with that. You know where I was coming with it. Come on, RDDC family. And you know where I was going to get to it at. But it's here for, like, I'm that little voice of consciousness, of intuition, of, that, hey, I am the angel on the other side of the shoulder. And I spot out the one with the horns on the other side. I'm just saying. Follow, like, subscribe. What are we following within our lives? And who is following us back? What are they seeing in our quote? And social media, that's what we are. We're social media. We are social media. We are not just the platforms we're on, not Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff. And people can get mad about those platforms all they want, but those platforms, yeah, they might give you endorphins or whatever Mark Zuckerberg came out with. Disclaimer, I don't know what he said exactly on that, but at the same time, whatever they try to go after with the mind, with endorphins or little hits of high every time you got a like, or you check your page, yeah, but ultimately we control the beginning and ending of how anything functions within us. So I think about these things and I'm wondering to myself, who is following our happiness or mayhem? Or is it children? Is it people that look up to us? Is it people who just reference us as someone they want to be, but we just don't know about it, or we do? And then also, who or what are we liking? What do we accept? What do we understand? What do we tolerate? What do we have to deal with? Right? What do we are initiating? I mean, we see someone, take a punch out of somebody and we say, oh yeah, good smack to the face, Billy. We're liking that, right? Or we see someone going out of their way to put down their groceries and help someone cross the street or whatever it might be. And we might say, oh man, that was amazing. Yeah, that's right. Go help that lady. Go help that man. That's amazing. Right? Our own entourages. Right? And then we have subscribe. What are we subscribing to? The same mayhem, the same chaoticness, the same ridiculousness, or the same wonderfulness, the beautiful things out there in the world? What are we resonating to say, look, not only am I going to follow the course of this, not only am I going to like or even love what's going on with this, but I'm going to subscribe to it. I'm going to vouch for it. I'm going to put my stamp of approval to have this reoccurrence happen in my life. It kind of hits you like an epiphany almost. Kind of hits you where you're like, man, is this really happening? I mean, what is Lex trying to say here? Think about it. It applies to every aspect of your life. If you like a grocery store chain, for example, you go there, right? You're following the path of what they got going on in their circulars or their things on sale. You like what they have because you're putting items in your cart and you're buying them on a repetitive basis. And you're subscribing to them because their newsletter comes in your email or your mail. And you're keeping up on what's going on with them or their events or so forth. Right? So anytime and any place, follow, like, subscribe, hashtag, can always be applied to your life. But I think about the BS that I deal with a lot of certain people. And you know who you are. Those who know who you are. And I wonder, man, I keep following the same breadcrumbs of nothingness. I keep somehow, in my mind, I'm disliking it, but I might be liking it because I'm still continuing to deal with it. And I'm subscribing to it because I haven't cut off the understanding of how their communication should ever be still going. So we have to really look at what are we following? What are we liking or correlating that we want more of it? And what are we subscribing to for these things that keep happening? The point in case example, if you're dealing with an abusive relationship, okay, and no matter what the cycle might be, always seek out help, always seek out a further notion, and don't be afraid to call out for an emergency call to 911 if you need that. Don't ever be hesitant about that. Let me put that out there because hashtag I don't believe in abuse whatsoever cannot be done. But what are we following here? We're following the same repetitive circle of drama if you're dealing with abuse in any situation. And it's not saying that you like it. You can't say follow like, but a person in their mind. A lot of people used to ask me when my mom would do volunteering for like different shelters and stuff with abuse for women. Well, she must like it because she still keeps going back with him, or she must like something about him. And it's like, it's not even that. Once you get into the understanding of the mentality and the abusiveness and the hypnoticness that comes from just being broke down like that, people, it's an understanding level of where it's not the point of a person liking it, it's the point of paradigms, habitual habits that have been formed, different things of just having that feeling brought within you. Just how they train soldiers. You train someone no matter how old they are or where they come from in life. If it's a repetitive nature and habit keeps happening to them, eventually they get subdued. So yeah, follow, like, subscribe. You know where I'm going with that. If it's a habit that we have where we go to the same restaurant and we order the same stuff off the menu, knowing it's going to give us 4,000 calories and we had 4,000 earlier today, you already know what's going to happen. You're following that plate, you're liking what's going on by eating it, and you're subscribing by making sure you're checking up on their weekly special. Same thing, if you're liking a crazy channel with haunting or crazy menacing things, you're following what's going on, you're liking it by continuing it, and you're subscribing to it because you want more of what's going to go on for the future. So anything that you have, whether it be positive or negative, make sure your hashtag follow, like, subscribe is going to be it. Right? We are our own social media channels. We are the media that socialness sees. We're walking around as a poster board to say, oh, well, check out my social media. Well, it just gives people a little bit more of an insight of some of the things you posted on your board. But ultimately, you are your own brand anyway. Or however you come off to someone, or however you come off, first impression is a lasting impression. It's not the final impression, but at the same time, they still remember you in that state. I know, it might seem a little too deep. Sometimes it's not. But the whole point of follow, like, subscribe is to remember Who are you following, or what's following you? What are you adhering to and liking and stimulating and promoting? And what's doing the same thing behind you and your behaviors? And what are you subscribing to and giving your stamp of approval or validation within it? That's the whole thing. If you like a certain kind of music and someone's saying, oh, Illuminati this, Illuminati that, and you're following that course continually, and you're liking what's going on and you're subscribing to more of that, then don't be afraid upset if someone's associating with that. Well, I'm not associated with that. That's just something that I just listen to every once in a while. I like a few of the tracks, so I subscribe. But there you go. You just follow, like, to subscribe. There you go. So at the same time, think about the roller coaster of that, right? Let's just do vice versa for those of you who have a little bit of a stigma with that. If you're looking to gain weight or put more weight on, you don't just go and have a 200 calorie meal every day and say, oh man, I really want to put 50 pounds on. I really need 50 pounds on. You know already you're going to have to bump that meal up to at least 1,000 to 1,500 calories to get to where you're going. Same thing, same rhythm, same rhyme. Follow, like, subscribe. That's the whole understanding of it. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing anything in the background. That was a little bit of technical difficulties. I say that because it was just a blizzard over here in Minnesota. Snowstorm came down and crushed us. Beautiful, but that's the heaviest wet snow you would ever imagine. And it could get worse, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just knock on a little bit of wood there to just relieve us of that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to put out. It's not too long, not too short. Food for thought, food for the soul. And I just wanted to let you know that's what it comes down to. The whole understanding of hashtag follow, like, subscribe is what's within you and what's within what you're connected to. It's just a point of clarity to open up your minds, a point of understanding to see what's going on from all the aspects of everything that's going on. And that's exactly what it should be. There's nothing else that can be it. So yeah, just remember that someone's always following, liking, and subscribing to you in some shape, way, or form of your vibration in this universe. And I'm sure you're somehow, in some way, always following, liking, and subscribing to someone else via different channels and everything else going on, whether it be in a physical realm or the internet realm. Just remember, you are social media. So maybe we'll get on that next time. We don't know. But anyways, just want to put that out there. Hashtag follow, like, subscribe. Think about that on the depths and the deepness of where it all begins and stems from. This is your girl, Lex. Always coming to you straight from the heart. Okay? And where the talk is real and this vibe is definitely live. Check us out at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com, yandex.com, and also realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. That's realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com for all the links, all the wonderfulness, all of our multiple stations and channels. You can check us out on SoundCloud for some of those links too if you don't get over to the blog, which should be fairly easy. So just remember that. Be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the spirit. Hashtag follow, like, subscribe us, because we're all about the benefit and happiness and intuition of you. And just think about everything you're connected to. So stay awesome, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and we will be back with you soon.